And I think on behalf...
Hang on. He said what? I didn't hear what he said.
You said to that girl before that my space was sad. Like, fair enough, if you go out on Friday
night... I didn't say my space was sad. I said sitting on a computer is sad when you can go out and meet people. That was the point I made.
Oh, all right. Well, on behalf of my space, I'd just like to say LOL at you, Pete. Furthermore, I just think it's pathetic the way you just do that to people. Just mute them, so you're deaf.
Let's discuss the situation with gangs on the street. Then, Callum, I would love to have a conversation with you.
All right, then, let's discuss you being an idiot on the radio and cutting people off.
So you didn't hear a word I said?
Yeah, just listen, so don't repeat yourself, don't waste your time. You sit there in your tower with your shiny buttons that mute people, your handbag on the other side, and it's just pathetic, Pete. There's no need for it. And then you call someone else, you said someone else before that they had a brain transplant with a toe. What's that all about? That's childish. You're calling me a child and you're talking about brain transplant with toes.
Why did you mention handbags?
Why did you mention handbags?
So how long have you been homophobic?
Well, I'm not homophobic, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Loads of people have mentioned tonight that you're sitting there with your handbag.
You just said I sit there with my handbag, so why are you homophobic?
Alright, then you don't sit there with your handbag, you sit there with your purse. Alright?
Why are you trying to and be clever when you're not funny?
Well, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to call it?
I want you to act like an adult instead of a 12-year-old.
Says you're talking about brain transplant with toes.
I don't mind. I'm talking to you.
Listen to your show. Half the listeners wouldn't listen if there wasn't arguments on your show.
Or what you've read in the papers, or what you've heard on the news, or how you feel
the world is
going. Not having a go at me.
You're going on a tiny bit, aren't you? You're going on a little bit, just a little bit though.
But I'm trying to educate you to be an intelligent person.
I'm intelligent.
How old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
15.
15 years old.
Yeah.
You're still at school.
What's your
point?
And
you're going to come into this big wide world. And do you not understand people like me who pay our taxes to make sure you go to school and give you a chance in life? And
have you just had me on mute?
Yeah, because you're not listening to me.
See, so is that me on mute? That's me point proving you just mute people when you don't want to listen to what they've got to say.
But you're not saying anything that we haven't heard a billion times.
All right, then, well, a billion people think you're a prat then, don't they?
Well, why do a billion people listen to me then?
Because it's entertaining, and they'd rather listen to the person on the other end of the phone than you.
So you actually think you're more entertaining than me?
Yeah, I reckon I should have my own radio show.
Well, you're very welcome.
Can you sort me a slot out?
No, we're doing it now. Right now, we're doing it now. It's your show.
Just call it? Yeah, right then.
Callum, I'm going to take a break. And I'm going to come back, and you're going to start the show. And you've got an hour and 25 minutes to talk to all the callers, right?
Seriously, yeah, I will. It'll be better than your show.
It's your show, right?
Yeah.
I'll be back in 3 minutes. I'll do the break, and then we'll come back to you, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's Callum's show, coming back in 1 moment.
Throughout my life, I've shown an amazing ability to learn, to develop new skills as new challenges are put in front of me. What I am is a learning machine. It's in my DNA. I just can't help myself.
So now, as I go forward into a future...
Next hour and 20 minutes, I'm going to hand over my show to a 15-year-old young man who, as you know, will set the show up because at the beginning we talk about subjects to invite you in to phone in. So I will stay here and operate the knobs and do the necessary thing. Craig is standing by to take calls, and we'd like to introduce you to Callum.
All right.
All yours, Callum.
All right. Welcome to the show, everyone. If you've got anything you'd like to ring in about, just ring 4720967. We'd especially be interested to hear from callers who think that Pete's actually an obnoxious prat. So just give us a ring. As I said, 4720967. Right, so we're going to call this Pete
message.
No? Not yet.
Well, not yet.
All right. You just sit there and operate the knobs. I mean, yeah. Have we got one? How long will this take left to get a caller?
It doesn't work like that. You have to give loads of subjects to talk about. They don't just pick one subject.
All right, then. We're waiting for a caller.
Well, there's nobody ringing in for that. You have to add to the show.
All right, I'll add to the show.
All right.
Did you enjoy that little piece? The last little addition to the show, yeah? Actually, that's what I want to talk about, yeah. If anyone wants to ring in about all the people who suck up to Pete Price, you know, if they just agree with everything he says to keep on the good side of them, then I'd be interested to hear from you as well. So if you're listening and you're one of them people who doesn't like that type of person, just give us a ring. Yeah? Any comments to make on that, Peter?
I'm not part of the show, I'm just driving it.
You're just driving it? Alright. Well, I need a call. I don't like to get it going, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but nobody wants to speak to you yet, so
No, you
nobody's
just...
ringing.
What do you want to talk about?
I'm not too sure. Teresa wants to talk about something else, and Anne wants to talk about something else.
Alright, so what does Anna want to talk about, and we'll talk about that.
It doesn't work like that. You've got to be...
I thought it was my show piece and you're making the rules up. What happened to my show?
Alright, you've got an hour and 20 minutes then.
Alright, then tell me what Anna wants to talk about and we'll talk about it.
Craig's just spoke to them. They don't want to speak to you. They want to speak to me, so I'll have to keep them.
Craig's hard. Craig's one of them people we've just been talking about who sucks up to Pete Price.
No, Craig is my producer. He works with me, so...
Oh, alright. Well,
he has to do what he has to do.
Alright, he's only here for a week anyway, isn't he? Jay's better. No offence, Craig. You've already given me something to call about, Pete, to talk about, Pete, haven't you?
It's your show, it's not mine.
So you're not even going to comment? Let's pretend you're the caller then, Pete, come on. You call me.
No.
Go ahead, make a ring noise, right? I'll do it for you, yeah? Ring. Right, I'll answer the phone. What do you want to talk about today, Peter? Peter, have we got you? Have we lost you there? Craig, can you see if we've lost Peter? No, we haven't got him.
So far, Callum, we just had about 6 calls saying this is the most boring thing they've ever heard in their life.
It's going to get even more boring.
No, it isn't, because eventually I'll cut you off, you see. Unfortunately, this is a business.
Well, then it's just going to backfire on you, isn't it, Pete? Because you're losing listeners, as we see.
I'm losing listeners because of you, not because of me, mate.
You're losing listeners because you're a prat, Pete, and you're just sitting there playing with your handbag as usual. You're probably just texting people, aren't you, Pete? You're just bored, aren't you?
I'm bored with you, yeah.
Yeah, thought so. I'm just going to talk absolute crap all night, you know. As long as I'm on this radio, so you might talk up me off, because...
So in other words, you can't do the job.
I can't do the job, I'm better than you.
Bore.